Welcome back to our updated Canford house tour. I'm jumping straight in with the living room. We have a upcycled side table which used to be white and a new lamp, and we've got the little boys. We added a touch of colour to the back of the wall, which was the spur of the moment decision after redecorating the hallway. We're slowly introducing neutral colours just to break up the grey a little bit and add a bit of warmth to the room. But we're yet to add any shelves or artwork on the wall itself in the living room. But we're still very happy with our sofa. Next is the dining room, which is still my favourite room in this house. I just love the furniture and how it all comes together, and I always make sure that there's fresh flowers on the table. This is our Understairs cupboard, which I think had the most transformation. It's the most functional storage space we were able to create. This was just from B&M. It's a stick-on battery-operated light. But as you can see, we managed to fit a small shelf up there, not affecting any of the electrics. We do tend to use them as little shelves. We've got a little maintenance kit here as a go-to toolbox. We've added some hooks, so this is where we store our spare chairs. There should be another one of these somewhere, but yeah, this is how we store our spare chairs, all the shopping bags, ironing board, hoover, and then we've got some additional shoe storage because it was needed. This is also from B&M. It's just a stackable shoe shelf. I think one of the best purchases ever was, I think this was from Dunelm. We literally screwed it on the door. I know it may not have been the best decision, but it stores so much and it's out of the way. It doesn't affect the door closing. So yeah, best purchase ever. And under the stairs, we're able to fit in a tumble dryer, which has been life-changing. I don't know where we would hang our clothes to dry, honestly. So just got a little box for the fluff, my tumble dryer sheets, and it fits in perfectly. So we've still got more tools down the side, and then I have enough space here to unload, load. Yeah, we've got an extension cable. I don't actually know where that's plugged. Oh yeah, I think there's a socket around there somewhere. So yeah, I think this has become the most functional space. So, and there's plenty of space, floor space, for me to just move around, so nothing's in the way. And it meant that we don't have to, you know, think of space to store all these shoes and bags and things anywhere else. And that's just some excess from the kitchen. So like extra flowers, sultanas, packet soups, you know, a little pantry, I guess. In the hallway, we've added a mirror, a radiator cover, and dado rails. Hi, boys. We painted it halfway with Egyptian cotton just to give it a bit of texture and dimension. My favourite storage hack is this. So actually there's enough space between the boiler and the cupboard door to add in a spice rack, we call it. In this house we like to cook, or my partner likes to cook actually, and we have a lot of spices. I have a lot of flavourings because I like to bake, and we couldn't possibly store all this in a drawer or in the cupboards. I could show you the cupboards, they are absolutely full to the brim. So this was one of the hacks that I saw and I implemented. This was just from eBay, and you can add as many as you want. But yeah, it fits perfectly. The door closes as normal, and yeah, it holds a lot. Another really great storage hack we have is under the oven. So this didn't exist before. This was just a panel that was just there, and accidentally I think we pulled it off. So this already existed, and so did this, but there wasn't any hinges or the little knob. So we've decided to make it into little tray storage. So we've added hinges again from something from Homebase, and a little knob, and this was already on there, so it holds it in place. I think it needs a bit of WD-40, but yeah, and it holds all of our baking trays, so nothing has to go in the oven, and yeah, it's great. And also when it's pulled down, the way the hinges have been added on, it actually fits flush against the back, so no one's gonna like catch their foot in it unless they purposely go and like stub their toe. So it's out the way, so it's nicely tucked away. Another storage hack that we have here is with the lids. So obviously the Canford kitchen is quite small, so we had to get really crafty with how we store our pots and pans, and one of them was these little command hooks. So I sort of measured the width of these lids and then how many lids we have. Fortunately we've got more now, but in the beginning we only had 4, so I've like taped it to the door, and it's been holding our lids perfectly. Another one was this little saucepan stacker. I think this was another purchase from Dunelm. As you can see, it's holding a lot, and it makes it so much easier to lift things out. You don't have to take everything out or like unpack everything to take something out. You just literally lift it off and it's great. But this cupboard thing goes actually really deep, so we have like hand mixer, more accessories for the food processor. We've got like a slow cooker behind there. So yeah, it holds a lot, but obviously it has to be a functional space to be able to get things in and out, and these were the little hacks that I added in to make sure that we can access things. So to maximise the storage in our Canford, we've added 3 extra shelves. The reason why we've done it this way, so it's indented, is in case we have like taller glasses or anything, so they've got space and they're not limited, but they're equal width apart, and I think they were just from Homebase. We wanted to go for white, so nothing, we didn't try and match it to the colour of the cabinets, we wanted to match it to the wall, which currently stands up plain white. So it was a really nice addition. Obviously could have been stylish, but when we first moved in, we just needed some extra storage, and this was the next best thing we could do. Obviously this was the most cheapest solution as well, and it's been functioning super well, so haven't regretted it. It stores a lot of glasses, and underneath that we've just got a giant chopping board, so it's this like little cutting station, food processor, toaster, my little coffee station, so it's super functional. We've got so many plugs, it's great. In the downstairs toilet, I've added a tall boy unit for storage and added in those storage baskets to hold all our kitchen rolls, toilet paper, dog stuff, cleaning products, you name it, it's all in there, and it's great. If I remember correctly, it's from B&M and it's a slim fit, so it fits perfectly in that corner. Next is our guest bedroom, which I think had the most makeover. We've gone with a dark green feature wall, lots of copper and neutral accents, and I am just absolutely in love with this space. It is very calming, and it's where I actually work from home. My office space, if we can call it that, still needs a bit of work, but it's perfectly functional for those days that I am not in the office. And finally, the master bedroom, which took a lot of thinking because of the way it has been laid out. We managed to fit a king-size bed in this room along with a double wardrobe and a chest of drawers, so there isn't a lot of free space around here. We chose white furniture for the purposes of keeping this room feel spacious. However, we didn't want to add any dramatic touches of a colour to avoid that overcrowding feeling, so we added a touch of light grey to the wall behind the bed, and I am just absolutely in love with the effect that it has, along with these panels that go along our floating shelves, which is our bedside tables. Due to the fact we have the wardrobes right next to the bed to be able to open drawers, these floating shelves have been an absolute lifesaver, and it gives such a good look to the room as well. So I highly recommend it. It's another great Canford storage hack. And lastly, we added this strip of LED lights behind a bed frame just for a bit of fun. If you can't tell already, I love colour. Blue is my favourite. And the room being so light, it gives us the opportunity to change it up whenever we fancy. Apart from that, our bathrooms have not changed. We've got those 2 shelves above the toilet. I think we already had that cabinet above the sink. And this is our big bathroom. Again, nothing's changed. I realised that I didn't film an outro for this video, so excuse the state of me. We're going through a heat wave in the UK, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that it took so long. House projects don't happen overnight, they do take some time. I hope you liked all the little storage hacks we got here in our Canford and got some inspiration.